As I'm looking back at the video editing, I'm like, damn, I'm dressed like a toddler.
Cuando fue a México, sí le habló así en inglés como si él supiera.
Estás bien pecho.
Hey, I was little too. For all I knew, I thought everybody spoke English.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
The thing I remember is we were eating in the kitchen. You were supposed to come to the kitchen y dejar la tele. No querías que le movieran ellos, entonces
Le escondiste
le escondiste el control, Victoria.
Y te viniste para acá y no pudimos encontrarlo.
I was young.
And it was in English.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember as well es que te quedaste encerrada. So dumb. I don't even know how te quedé encerrada, bro. Nomás era una little latch que no le hacías así, bro. What the heck? Y luego estaba Victoria. ¡Ey!
Atrapada. Ay, ayuda.
Over here comiendo mi fideo. ¿Te acuerdas la vez que fuimos a la graduación de en la tinaja? Comimos en por lo menos 4 casas. Por lo menos.
Todas nos invitaban y teníamos que ir a todas las casas. Y en todas las casas teníamos que comer.
Todas.
Y en todas las casas nos servían la piezota de pollo más grande.
Pero llegamos a la última, bro, y estaba un muchacho bonito. Pero después mi tía sabe decir que era uno, pero ese no era. Yo no sé si fue un fantasma lo que yo vi, porque ya después no lo volví a ver.
No, pues está cabrón.
Pobrecita. The only thing I remember is that every night we would go to your room to watch Teen Wolf.
Oh, Team Wolf!
And then I would get nightmares every single
Hey,
night.
no, there was one time when I got Mia the first time. Esta Mia se quedaba en mi cuarto, el Chita se quedaba arriba de mi cama. So she was like, yo me quedo con Lupina, yo me quedo con Lupina. And then we were like, ya vamos a dormir, Alejandra. Y yo estaba bien acosada y no me desperté.
Cuando sale del casino ya. Remember one time we were over and he tried to jump your door, like the pintura, and he got stuck and he broke his hand.
One time, somebody that lived with us, the small gate had a lock, and they didn't have a key, and so they didn't know how to cross over, and they went in through the buzón, and they jumped through the fence, but then they had like those like yoga pants que están delgaditos, so she ripped her whole pants from the behind.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh my god!
I turn around and you're like.
That's crazy, dude.
And then she almost fell porque she stepped on me.
Did you get mad at me?
No. She was just laughing.
Mia was not like.
Estás bien pecho.
¿No tienes historias vergonzosas de tu escuela?
I did fall up the stairs once.
Up the stairs?
Up the stairs.
You fell down the stairs.
No, I fell up the stairs. I tripped on the last step and I just went on the floor.
Oh, I fell. I don't know how I tripped what, but I went sliding down the stairs.
Oh my gosh.
En hora de salida. Bro, that is crazy.
Remember one time I didn't want it to be outside because my mama that the chicken was looking at me.
Boy, that's crazy.
I opened my forehead because oh yeah, my mom was doing like this exercise and there was these escaleras pero que paraban and I was with the friend. She's like 1 year younger than us and yo traía una tabla dije vamos a surf but la tabla me ganó el peso y afuera me van a dar ¿sí ves? Me cayó un tornillo.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
I was like looking somewhere and my mom told me to turn around because we're gonna cross the road. And when I turned around, había este poste con un tornillo. You see this right here?
Bro, ¿otra historia? ¿Ahora qué?
I cut myself with una lámina. You see this line?
Bro,
You see this line?
tú eres diferente, bro.
You see this line? I cut myself con una knife sharpener. En el kinder.
You can't see it, but it's right here. I cut myself with the potato peeler.
You can see it. But I cut myself with a can. Oh, you were there.
I was there.
Cuando estábamos haciendo el pastel de mandarina.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just
Abrí la
started.
lata así y me rajé. And I was like this the whole time because it was bleeding out.
And then the blood at one point was dripping.
I was going to the bathroom, to the kitchen, and you could see the little trail. Y ahí va Victoria.
I remember there was this one time in school and we were walking to lunch and turned around because like my friends were talking to me and so I was walking like this and then they were like, hey, watch out, and then I turned around and que me pego con un poste and then I got to the nurse and then I went home.
It didn't happen to me. I did it. But I think you were there. It was like Christmas or New Year. And we had like these cebollitas, you know? And when I threw one and I burned like Rocio's eyebrow or... No, you were there?
¡No! ¡Me quemaste mi suéter! It was new. Nomás se miró la chispa nomás. Y el hoyote.
I burned Rocio's
Y el
eyebrow.
trampolín también quemaron.
Fell on my
Yo me
shoe.
acuerdo que alguien en el rancho se quemó, ¿no? Con una de esas palomas.
Que tu papá era el que andaba quemando un vestido a
En la posada se aventó de esas, iba de la, pues llevaban los peregrinos, yo iba vestida como la Virgen, y no hombre, llegó la de esta y se andaba prendiendo mi vestido.
Do a deep dive on our guest Instagram.
Tenía ese que el que se prendió más fue el de Chole, que iba de Ángel. Como las alitas eran como más de velito,
como de
ese sí se prendió, era como de tul el que ella. Y la burrita nunca hizo por
correr. Pero sí se espantó, ¿no? Sí te...
no, de que nos espantamos ese día, pues sí, porque yo dije, no, mamá me llega a tumbar. Que madre tiró el vestido.
I got chased by a chicken.
Oh, me too.
No, pues está cabrón.
I was chasing a chicken y el shoulder me disloqueó. Because I fell on a wheel, on una llanta.
No, I got chased. So I was in my abuela's derma. The chicken had like pollitos. And I was like 5, 4. And I had the idea to get one. And I started running. And the chicken were chasing me.
I got locked into my garage twice. I told you about one time. Yesterday I got locked into my garage again.
No, pues está cabrón.
And then I was smart enough to find a Sharpie and paper and I strapped it to string and then took it out from the top of the door and I was singing my sign after me.
Bro, one time yo me caí del árbol que tenían, por eso lo tumbó mi papá.
Estás bien pendejo. Bien pendejo.
Me subí arriba del árbol y no sé si fui yo o fue el vecino, pero se sentaron en el branch y el branch estaba muerto. And it just flew to the ground.
¿Sabes el columpio que teníamos en la super de David? Christian got in before me, okay? Christian got in before me. But me subí and I was facing the wall, so I would like push myself off with my legs, you know, just push. And then en una, I push myself and I go flying with the whole swing.
Mason! Mason! Get down!
Bro, there was this one lady in the zoo and I was waiting to go to the restroom when they were looking at the tables. I was next in line and she came with her kid and then she was like, mira, aquí está el baño, and she pushed me and she got into the restroom. And I was peeing my pants.
No, esto no deja que se caiga.
Ayer me dio una chinga, pero nada.
No se va a salir.
¿Y qué nos vaya a llevar esos zapatos?
Pesar.
Ahora sí, para que no le vuelen los pies. Eso es para que no le vuelen los pies.
Do a deep dive on our guest Instagram.
Aquí, ganaba aquí, ganaba aquí, ganaba aquí.